So another thing you can do for sensation therapy is brushing. You can use any brush around your house. These brushes are also really great. They have like a soft, medium, hard bristle. They're great brushes. These actually come with our therapy putty. You get 2 for free. But really, essentially, you want to think about brushing as a way to get the arm to feel another type of sensation, which will shoot up to the brain, and the brain will go, oh my gosh, that's right, that's tingly. My arm is supposed to be reacting or moving to that. So again, I have a brush. You know, you always want to kind of start shoulder down. I like to start with the shoulder. I like to end with the hand. It's the same thing. I usually tend to do this right after I massage. I'll really do a good massage on the arm, and then I'll take some sort of combination of biofreeze and lotion, put it on, and we're just going to brush. Moving on to brushing, I want to take you through areas and ways to brush the shoulder, the upper arm, the forearm, and the hand. You've probably noticed a pattern, but I love to do this stuff laying down. I think it's super easy for the caregiver and for the patient. So let's go ahead and get started. Brushing number 1 for the shoulder. You're probably going to notice a pattern here that when I'm doing any of the sensation therapy, I always like to start at the top. So we're working our way from top down, and I like to get to the back of the arm by having the person positioned on their side. It's easy on the caregiver and easy on the patient. So you can work your way this way, and then whenever I get to the front, I move them on their back. But for shoulder number 1, I have this brush. This comes with our therapy putty. It's easy to hold, and brushing is really going to help stimulate the skin and the muscles and the brain in a different way that massage or warm and cold does. It really touches the tactile or the touch receptors in your skin, and we use touch all the time when you feel something, right? When we're constantly interacting with our environment. So I put lotion on this brush. You can also apply lotion directly to the person's skin. You want to make sure you're not hurting their skin by brushing too hard. So for brushing, you can't do this wrong. So you're going to apply the lotion, and you can start by going in all different directions, maybe from the spine, and move away from the spine, and you can move, I don't know if you guys can see the brush, towards the spine. You can go down, and you can go up. The whole point is to excite this area, to remind the brain that it's supposed to be firing and moving in a way like it used to before your stroke. So number 2 for brushing the shoulder, I would recommend laying the person on their back, but you can also do this sitting up. So I have lotion on my hand, and what you're going to do, similar to massage, you want to focus on a couple key areas. So you can have them turn their head. You want to focus on brushing the pec muscle, which is just that front muscle that tends to get tight. You can go in all different directions. You can go towards the shoulder. You can get towards the neck. You can go down. You can go back. You also want to make sure you're brushing the top of the shoulder. This has a tendency to get tight, and you can even brush kind of this middle area of the shoulder. I like to do this as well. You can go all different directions. Just make sure you're using enough lotion, and you really can't do it wrong. Upper arm number 1. So for brushing for the upper arm, for the back of the arm, you're going to want to apply lotion. You're going to want to take your little brush, and again, you can also throw some biofreeze or any arthritic cream if that's also can be tolerated by the person, to add like an extra stimulation piece. But for the brushing for this, you're going to want to brush the back of the arm. You're going to want to move your way down towards the elbow. You can go away from the elbow. This is just a great way to wake this arm up in a different way than massage or cold, in a different way that massage or cold and warm therapy does. You can also brush the elbow. There's a lot of connector points and nerve endings and muscles that insert and originate in this area, so it's not a bad thing to wake up. Upper arm number 2, I have the person laying on their back. I have their arm supported on a pillow. I'm going to apply lotion. For upper arm number 2, you want to make sure you're putting their palm up so you can really get access to that bicep. So similar to massage, you're gonna focus on the area between the elbow and the shoulder. to wake the bicep up, and the bicep is a muscle that helps you pull your arm up. So you can go towards the inner area of the elbow, you can go up towards the shoulder, you can come in, you can brush out. You really can't do it wrong. Just wake that upper arm up. Brushing number 1 for the forearm. So for this particular piece, I like to have, again, the person laying on their side and their palm is going to be facing in. So you're going to take your lotion and you really, again, want to focus on the back area of the forearm with the palm where the knuckles are, the back of the hand. You're going to focus on this area specifically by the elbow. This is an area that's going to help wake up the hand. So you want to make sure you're really focusing on this area. Once you've waken up that area, you're just going to go towards the hair, towards the hand with the hair, and then like against it. And then you can go in, and you can, or I'm sorry, you can go out and you can go in. You can't do it wrong. Just help wake up that forearm to remind the brain-body connection. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be moving. So for forearm number 2, I like to have the person laying on their back. I think it's easier to access that area. For forearm number 2, you're going to make sure, again, you have lotion either on the brush or on the person. You're going to take that brush and you're going to brush in all different areas. Specifically, when I get to the forearm, palm is up, and I'm going to be focusing on that inner wrist. So I'm going to brush down towards the wrist, make sure I'm stimulating this area. It tends to get tight there. And I'm going to brush back and make sure I'm hitting the groove. This area has a lot of tendons and ligaments and muscles connected to it. You can't do it wrong. You can go in, you can go out, you can go down, you can go up. You can't do it wrong. Just do it as much as you can to wake that brain-body connection. Hand number 1 for brushing. So for this, what I like to do is I like to make sure you're getting a lot of lotion and you're putting it on the fingernails. You want to do a gentle brushing on the back of the hand. But what you're going to do is you're going to take the brush and you're going to brush all the way to the fingertips. We have to remember that there's different muscles and nerves and tendons and ligaments. Everything in this hand needs woken up. So you're very gently going to brush the back of the hand, focus on the knuckles, focus on the nails, make sure you're hitting the thumb. Super easy. You can do this sitting, or you can do this laying on your side or laying on your back. And also, if the person's able to, they can even brush themselves with their good arm, helping their bad. So number 2 for brushing the hand, this is where we're going to focus on the inside of the hand. So for this one, I like to have the hand supported on a pillow. I put lotion on the hand. Again, you can add biofreeze if that helps to stimulate the skin a little bit if the person can tolerate it. So for this, I'm going to take my little brush and I'm really going to focus on hitting each finger. You can go with each finger. You can go away from each finger. You want to make sure you're hitting especially the inside areas of the in between the fingers, like that. And then I like to always focus on this area by the thumb and then the pinky. This is a nice area to stimulate to get movement going. You can't do it wrong. Just help that hand feel something again, and brushing is a great way to tap into that tactile or those touch receptors in your skin to get the brain firing again.